Hello and welcome to Club 8 episode 3 of The Pilgrimage on FM24. I'm Jamie and coming up on today's episode, 2 games for you. We're at home to my old club Newcastle in the first game in the Premier League, and then away to Chelsea also in the Premier League. And as you can see, we come into it on a run of only 1 win in 5, so let's see if we can turn that around. And the team to face Newcastle is coming up in just a moment. Okay, here is the team then for the Newcastle game, and it is Peyton in goal. Back 4 is Tonino, Eric Garcia, Timber and Alexander-Arnold. Molina behind Strachan and Thuram in midfield. It's Szoboszlai on the left, Diallo on the right and Avramidis up front. So let's submit the team. Go and give a team talk. Okay, my assistant wants us to show everyone the recent praise is justified and put on a real show. I'll agree with him with no gesture, and let's get into the tunnel for a tunnel interview. Come face to face with your old team today. Are you excited at the chance to put one over on them? I want the team to perform and get the win. Today's not about me. We're in terrible form. Is there a different challenge in coming up against the newly appointed manager like Jurgen Klopp? He's going to have them fired up, and I know we're facing a tough challenge. Newcastle struggling lately. Are you confident of a comfortable win? Only a fool would disregard their ability in favour of form. Okay, let's get out there and see if we can grab the victory. So let's have a look at the league table. As you can see, we're 14th in the table at the moment, but a chance to rise up significantly to 11th if we can manage to grab the win. Newcastle in the European conversation at the moment, and Ansu Fati comes forward for Newcastle. And he's looking for support, but he's going to have to do a lot of the work himself. He's found a cross, and Leandro Breibels gives Newcastle the lead. It is Liverpool 0, Newcastle United 1. So not the start we were looking for. And a demand more is the only response I can come up with. That has lifted Newcastle up to 6th place in the table. They have got a game in hand as well on a couple of the teams above them, so they can begin to close the gap. And this is a very disappointing opening 25 minutes from Liverpool. So plenty of work for me to do, and the question is, where do I need to make changes? Szoboszlai's having a poor game, as is Tonino, so it's a left-hand side issue. Question is, do I wait to make the change, or do I go earlier? I'm going to wait at the moment because we are on the attack, as Molina finds Alexander-Arnold on the right. Plays it back to Urian Timber. He finds Amad Diallo. It's played in for Avramidis, and Avramidis buries the chance, but it's being called back for a potential offside. I'm not sure either way on this one, I have to say. It's tight, and the goal's given. It is 1-1. So we've got the goal back. Newcastle drop out of the European qualification places, and now it's Peyton with a goal kick. Short one to Timber. Square ball to Eric. Plays it forward to Strachan, who goes left to Tonino. Over the halfway line, looking for support. Forced backwards to Eric, who plays it into Strachan, who's lost the ball. And we're under pressure again. Newcastle with the ball forward, but it's cut out, and Amad can bring it forward. Amad Diallo down the right for Liverpool, looking for a cross. He's found Thuram, who is dispossessed, and it's given straight to Amad Diallo, and the shot comes in from Strachan, and it's over the top. So big chance to take the lead, not snaffled by Liverpool. Tonino is not going to come out for the second half, and indeed may not even finish the first half. Likewise, Szoboszlai. I may, in fact, now that it's 45 minutes gone, I will just change them both at half time. And that should do us for the first half. There it is. Liverpool 1, Newcastle 1 at the break. Keep going, we can win it, I'm going to say. And let's make changes on the left. Tonino. I'll move Timber to left back. Tonino can come off, and Atasoy can come on to replace him. And then also Szoboszlai for Walczak. And I'm also going to take the nervous Brody Strachan off as well and bring on Alexis McAllister. So 3 changes. And let's go. See if we can manage to win it in the second half. So let's encourage, as soon as we're now level rather than behind. And see if we can grab a goal to settle some nerves and put us into the lead. We're down to 15th as it stands, but a win would lift us up to 12th. So it's not disastrous at the moment, but it would be if we were to lose it. Molina plays it into Thuram, to Alexander-Arnold, ball into Amad Diallo, looks for a cross, pulls it back, and Avramidis slams it into the back of the net. And it counts as well. It is Liverpool 2, Newcastle United 1, and we've played just shy of an hour. So we've managed to turn it around. And that does lift us up into 14th place in the table. Level on points with Tottenham ahead of us. Just a couple of goals adrift of them. And only a point now behind Newcastle. And only 2 points off Brighton in 7th. So we are definitely beginning to turn the corner. But we need to see this one through to a win. As that's crossed in, cleared by Atasoy. Elliott wins his header though, and Ansu Fati misses the chance, but it's a save from Payton. So it'll be a Newcastle corner into the final 20. Echeverry plays it back. Amad Diallo's read it and plays it back to Alexander-Arnold. And the highlight comes to an end. So we'll pause it there. And we'll make a couple more changes. We've only got 2 left. We'll make them both now. It depends what we've got on the bench as to what we're going to do. Mauricio for Diallo, possibly. I think that's probably wise. But having said that, Avramidis... In fact, no, I will go Mauricio for Diallo. And I will also do Trent for Pubil. And that will do. So that's our changes. And we'll confirm those. So less than 15 minutes to go. Holding on to a narrow 2-1 lead. Can we secure a priceless 3 points to help us move up the table? We're up to 11th as it stands. In fact, we're not. We're 14th. My apologies. But we are only 1 point behind 10th place Chelsea and only 2 points behind 7th place Brighton. So it is extremely tight. And that is the full-time whistle. Liverpool 2, Newcastle United 1. I'll be back in a moment with the second match of today's episode. Okay, time now for the second match of today's episode and an away Premier League game against Chelsea. Team for this one, Payton in goal. Back four is Tavares, Bonalumi, Atasoy and Pubil. Molina behind Strachan and Thuram in midfield. Diop on the left, Szoboszlai on the right, and new signing Rostel up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, my assistant wants them to show everyone the recent praise is justified and put on a real show. Let's keep pushing for continental qualification. We're not that far away from it now, so I think it's worth a shout. And let's get out there into the tunnel. Team have hit a purple patch in front of goal recently. That's got to be pleasing. Goals win games. How special is this kind of fixture? Football's all about passion and emotion. Any chance of a few words about your tactical approach? We're going to play with good tempo and plenty of passion. So let's see if we can turn that into 3 points against a very decent Chelsea side, to be fair. And it is Chelsea that get us underway. Omega to Tornandra. Finds James. Plays it into Trafford on the right-hand side. We've won it back. And Thuram plays it into Rostel. First glimpse of the new man and he's blazed it wide. But at least he's getting chances already. So hopefully the next one he's able to take. And we can push ourselves even closer to that top 7. As we give the ball away and then win it straight back. Tavares back to Bonalumi. Into Molina, Bonalumi, to Molina, to Atasoy, finds Thuram, and he could just roll this in. He hasn't, he's gone for the shot, and the keeper's palmed it behind for a corner. And it is an outswinger from Nuno Tavares. So left-footed outswinger. Headed up in the air by the defender, and the effort at goal is easily saved by Lunin. And the highlight comes to an end. The opening 10 minutes, it's been all Liverpool, but it's still 0-0. So we need to keep this going. Tavares to Bonalumi. Into Molina, we can progress over halfway. Finds Rostel, who's dropped very deep. Tavares to Strachan, into Diop on the left, back to Bonalumi, Strachan in space, and it finds its way to Thuram, who finds Szoboszlai, who's gone for the effort at goal, saved by Lunin, so we'll have a corner. And it is another outswinger from Tavares. And it's headed away. And Trafford completes the clearance. Tavares collects it and the highlight comes to an end. So far, the opening 20 minutes has been nearly all Liverpool. But it is still 0-0. So we do need to be wary of Chelsea. As Reece James takes the free kick to Tornadre. Espino turns, plays it forward to Omega. Tavares is in the way and we've got it back. Tavares back to the goalkeeper. Payton plays it out to Molina. Finds Thuram. He plays it to Pubil, forward to Szoboszlai on the right hand side. Can he find a cross? Szoboszlai all the way to the byline, pulls it back to Pubil, who back heels it to Szoboszlai. Thuram with the effort, and the keeper's pushed it behind for a corner. And it is going to be an in-swinger from Szoboszlai. And finds only a blue shirt. It's headed away. Strachan to Tavares. Strachan again. Goes past his man. Can he get the cross in? Yes, he can. And it's headed away, but only as far as Pubil. Szoboszlai with the shot. And it's gone past the keeper. And it is Chelsea 0, Liverpool 1 on 27 minutes. So an excellent first 27 minutes for Liverpool. And that should lift us, in fact does lift us into 7th spot as it stands. But as you can see, we have played more games than any of the teams around us. So once they play their games later in the day, it will lift us or drop us back out of the qualification spots as Chelsea head wide from the corner. Now we just need to concentrate on getting to half-time at 1-0. Tavares has picked up a knock, so he's only going to see 45 minutes of action, if that. Hopefully we can nurse him through to half-time. As Trafford comes forward for Chelsea, down the right hand side, looking for the cross, plays it back to James, who is held up, but Espino finds Tornadre. Szoboszlai wins it back, but then immediately loses it. Doué to Kendrick. Sugai. Back to Fofana. Goes all the way back to the goalkeeper Lunin. Plays a short one to James. Into Espino, who finds Pascal on the left. And his back pass is only able to find Rostel. And he's got his first goal. And it is Chelsea 0, Liverpool 2. 42 minutes gone. And we are going to go into half-time in the lead. It's just a question of will it be 1 goal or 2. As Strachan wins it back and then immediately loses it. Pascal is in and it's blocked for a corner. So we've still got 2 minutes to hold out plus added time. And it is a Chelsea corner. Reece James over it, right-footed in-swinger, clipped to the far post, headed away, Tornadre to Trafford, looking for either a shot or some support. He's still got the ball, finds Fofana, but the highlight comes to an end. And that is half-time. Chelsea 0, Liverpool 2. So let's go into the dressing room. Praise the lads for an excellent first half. So happy, keep it up. And we're going to make a couple of changes. So it is going to be Dominic Szoboszlai coming off. And Mauricio coming on. It is also going to be the injured Tavares to be replaced by Tenino. And also Kefren Thuram to be replaced by Alexis McAllister. I'm going to swap Strachan and McAllister around. In fact, I'm not. I'm going to swap them back. Let's get out for the second half. And let's see what we can do. Can we manage to extend our lead or at least keep it. And we're 55 minutes in. It's still 2-0. No further highlights. I'll be quite happy if it stays that way. I'm going to hold off on further substitutions for as long as possible. We've only got 2 left. As Chelsea regain possession just on the edge of their own area. Doué brings it clear. Finds Jackson. His pass is cut out by Pubil. Molina. And it's played through to Diop. McAllister gives the ball away. And Chelsea can build again. But we win it back on halfway. Diop plays it through looking for Rostel. Doesn't find him. Tenino picks up the loose ball. Finds McAllister, who shoots. And he's only just off target. So an hour gone. It's still 2-0. But could easily have been 3. And I think Molina is going to be the next man replaced. So we'll bring on Neander, I think, to replace him. As Diop bursts forwards and gets to the byline, crosses it to the back post, header into the middle, and James puts it behind for a corner. So we'll make that change before the corner. Neander on for Molina. McAllister with the corner, but we don't get to see it. And it is going to be Diop that's going to be the final man to be replaced. And coming on in his stead is going to be Valchak. So that change with 15 minutes to go. And still holding on to the 2-0 lead. And it is now a Chelsea throw-in. James with it. Into Jackson. Back to James, who cuts inside. And shoots just off. In fact, it's not off target. It's been tipped over by the keeper. And it's James with the corner. The highlight is continuing. So I can only imagine they're going to actually do something with this corner. It's crossed in swinging. And the header hits the post. And Rostel plays it back to the keeper, who clears. But Chelsea can come again. And it still continues. But doesn't now. That's it. And play for set pieces is the suggestion. I'll take my assistant up on that. Into the final couple of minutes. And in fact, stoppage time, 6 minutes of it. So we can just now see it out. And that is full time. Chelsea 0, Liverpool 2. I'll be back in a moment to show you the Premier League table and tell you what's coming up on the next episode. Okay, time now to take a look at the Premier League table, and as you can see, that latest victory lifts us up to 9th in the Premier League table with 8 wins, 6 draws and 7 defeats from 21 matches, so 30 points on the board, and just 1 point now shy of the qualification places for the Europa League. So let's have a look at what is coming up on the next episode, and I am going to bring you back for the Champions League double header at home to Lask and at home to Celtic. So if you've enjoyed that, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.